Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about free Pokemon you have to start playing now and an easy way to get lots of points and lots of wins. Pokemon Unite has undergone a massive change in the newest Shadow Flame update, and I'm sure all of you are seeing lots of different Pokemon running around, so I'm going to be able to suggest you free Pokemon that are going to make a big difference in your current games, and you're going to notice, oh wait, I'm having a huge impact in the current game. So, of course, before anything else, let's begin, and let's remind ourselves, okay, drop a like on the video, sub to the channel, and we're all gonna have a wonderful day. Okay, let's start. Well, number one is obviously gonna be the very strong new emerging Pokemon, very recently released, Ceruledge. Yes, guys, Ceruledge is insane. Of course, I'm gonna go and clip this with some video play and footage of what Ceruledge does, but this Pokemon is bonkers. Now, before we look at anything else, the most important thing to understand is its Unite move, because that is basically the winning game move on this Pokemon. Revenant Rend is absolutely broken. As you can see, the level 1 damage is 650. It's like 5 times your attack stat. It's absolutely crazy. It does way too much damage, and stunning the opponents is it's so unfair. So you have a 0.7 stun, you have unstoppable for 0.5 seconds, and you get a huge bonus in your CDR and a movement speed. So the real thing is, like, when let's just say we hit level 13, we're doing like 3,000 damage. Like, boom, just like that. That's not with Energy Amp. That's not with auto attacks. You can hit them while they're stunned. That's the insane part. So if you combo this with what I think is the best moveset, Psycho Cut, you're going to absolutely shred any opponent that gets hit by you. Because you cut their armor, you then smack them with ulti, and they just explode. Like, I'm saying that it does up to 4,000 or 5,000 damage in one hit. This is enough to completely wipe teams, and it's alone good enough to consider this Pokemon as like an S tier choice, without even considering a second move, which is of course the very nice Phantom Force. I like Phantom Force over Flame Charge. The main reason why is that you can go under the ground, you can't do anything, but then you can just appear, you go for shields, it's very good for just moving around, and also you reduce a lot of the cooldowns. So the 5-second cooldown, reduce 40%, it's a 2-second dash shield. It's ridiculous, it's so OP. Definitely something you should try if you haven't played it before. I like it a lot more than Flame Charge. Like, I mean, guys, this is really just insane. So, Ceruledge is definitely one to try. If you're thinking about the builds, well, if we just quickly look here, okay, that guy doesn't have the builds, but I'll recommend something like Muscle Band, Energy Amplifier, and either Razor Claw or something interesting along those lines. Usually attack weight actually here. Muscle Band, Energy Amplifier, attack weight. Absolutely insane. Make sure to hit your auto attacks. The ultimate is everything. You don't need to run X attack. I've seen a lot of people run X attack. I'd actually think eject button is a lot better, because you're able to eject the Unite move, making it hit everyone no matter what you do. But of course, do whatever you please. If you're playing in ranked, have some fun with X attack. I would recommend Unite move though, with eject button. All right, okay, there you go. That's our first Pokemon. So now this is Ceruledge, we talked about that. We already made some content Charizard being extremely overpowered and stuff. But another Pokemon that is really, like, surprisingly good, and I think that not a lot of people are utilizing correctly, is Urshifu. Now, Urshifu, Unseen Fist, goes for the shields, hurts right through the heart. Really annoying Pokemon, especially when it's big and fed in the game. The thing is, you need to get to this Rapid Strike Urshifu when you get into the game. It's kind of hard. You reduce all your cooldowns, which is really nice when you keep hitting the auto attacks, but your level 5 is the big mitigator for this. Until you hit level 5, things are a bit problematic for Urshifu, and it takes a bit of time to get to that level 5 and actually get, like, impactful in the rolling. However, when you start actually, like, rolling and getting into the game, Urshifu becomes very powerful. So let's just quickly look. So Surging Strikes, of course, this is going to be the whole move. Now, if you read closely, once you hit level 11, during the move, so like while you're dashing around and, you know, punching and kicking things, you're getting a 30% damage reduction. The cooldown is now 11 seconds. Every time you get a boosted auto attack, which is every time you use it, you get a boosted auto attack. Let's read this quickly. It's right here. 2 seconds, okay? So you get 6 seconds off the cooldown while using this move, okay? So if I use the first dash, auto attack, and then I get another boosted auto attack first before using the next 2 dashes, I will get the whole cooldown free. I'll get to use the move right away again. Keep this in mind, guys. Dash once, boosted auto, get autos, boosted auto, dash, 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 boosted auto, then dash, boosted auto, dash, boosted auto, dash, boosted auto. Like, You've just gotten to deal like 9,000 damage. It's disgusting. I think this character is immensely OP. You need to try it with energizing charm. It is crazy. It is like a whole new thing. I've seen it only recently. You get like energizing charm in like 1.5 seconds. It's nuts. And you just start smacking the other guy. Definitely a worth a try if you haven't done it already. This is like new build to me as well, but we'll go over the build in a second. Anyway, liquidation, they just buffed the damage it does. It's pretty decent. The shield per Pokemon, like let's just say if we like look at like level 13, level 11, you get a pretty decent shield. You can get a 1500 damage shield if you hit free Pokemon. You do a decent amount of damage. And, you know, of course, like, I mean, it's okay, you know? Like, it's honestly just a move there. Just a little bit of damage, a finisher, if you will. It's fine. The Unite move is really nice if you can use it correctly. Make sure you pop this before you go into the battle. You dash, auto, dash, auto, dash, auto. Because then, you can always like reallocate yourself for the next dashes and then just start punching another random guy. You can't get taken out of this Unite move. You will always do the blows. And while you use them, you're actually going to take 30% reduced damage. This is not a fact that a lot of people know. So if you see a lot of damage coming towards you, let's just say something like a Zard or something like, you know, like a Slowbro or whatever, just start punching. Just pop the ulti. More often than not, you will reduce a lot of the damage you immediately take. And it can end up being very impactful for your team. Anyway, alright. So the builds, of course, you're going to see lots of builds here. They're not recommending energizing charm, but I would definitely go Razor, attack rate, energizing charm. That's definitely something to go. Or you can replace Razor and you can go muscle. There you go, guys. I've given you the sauce. Nearly always when you take full heal, that's just how you're going to go. If you don't take full heal, it's going to be a pretty disaster. But sometimes you can take a jack button if you're feeling really spicy of it. Alright, okay, and now that's our Shifu done. So we have one last Pokemon that you need to play in the ranked environment, and so, lo and behold, it's going to be one that I recently played in the tournament a lot. I just played in the Unity Clash tournament for some funsies, and it's Mr. Mime. Now, Mr. Mime has like surprisingly been going up in value every single patch. I don't know why, like to you know, being honest, I honestly don't know why this character just feels so strong. They give it a few buffs, they sort of leave it. They give it a few buffs, they sort of leave it. The walls on this Pokemon are one of the most disruptive abilities in the game. It's like a 0.5 second stun plus a physical barricade. It's also a mental block. A lot of enemies need to process that there's a wall in front of them and then do the move. Because otherwise they just start running into the wall. They hit the moves into the wall. It's very, very beneficial for you as a teammate, as like a supportive, a helper. Like this Pokemon is very strong. Does a lot of damage as well. So your passive already is kind of good. 2 seconds. You cast the move, you take less damage. If someone hits you, just cast moves. You will stop dying, trust me. Already a beautiful move. Your fake out's great secure in the early game. You can go on top, bot, wherever you want to go, invade. Very strong. This confusion ability is absolutely bonkers. So if you hit someone stunned into a wall, any type of wall hit, you're doing 550 damage at level 1, which is, if you look at a special attack, it's 10 times. 1354 at the high level. This is a lot of damage. Like a lot, guys. And this is very, very powerful for your team. Now, of course, now we can't do extra damage to our enemy targets, right? But what we can do is, you know, we're hitting the walls, 1500 damage, like easy. Like this is half of a guy's health. You hit him with the boosted auto, which as you can see, it knocks him. 660, it becomes very dangerous for squishies to be anywhere now around mine. And now, having the shield, look, shove for 0.5 seconds. Like it's guys, it's disgusting. You have a stun for 0.5 seconds on command with another stun, which if we read this is for 1.5 seconds. You have a 2-second stun at your disposal. Stun him into the wall, wait for that stun to go over after you hit the boosted, then you place another barrier to around them. At this time, confusion is almost up again. Boom! Another stun into the wall. It's looking even better than ever. And then, you know, it's showtime. Mr. Mike comes in. Now this damaging ulti, it's actually probably better to use this for the mini disruptions. Think about using this. It's like when the enemy wants to retaliate, if you think they have a turning opportunity, this is when you use that. Okay? It's a bit hard to understand at first because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to use it for kills and everything. Use this to stop them casting spells back. If you see the enemy wants to turn a fight and everything, you jump in with this and you just go on the people who can cast high impact spells. A lot of the time, you're going to disrupt a lot of what they want to do. and you're going to be able to like do a lot of damage. You might even get kills immediately off it because the enemies will have not been able to cast their like key spells. The mini stuns are so frustrating, and of course you're unstoppable for the entire duration. Very good ability if you use correctly. High impact character, very high impact tank / supporter. So those are my free suggestions. Now the Mr. Mime, I like to run Slick Spoon. I mean, okay, Slick Spoon I'm debating with choice specs, and then of course you can run EXP share if you're playing support. If you're playing tank or whatever, maybe sometimes you don't need to, but I like to run Focus Band. You can also run Resonant Guard. I think it's all good. X Speed or Jack Button, don't run Potion, and there you go, you're really good. I think you're gonna have a great time with mine. Okay guys, now that we've heard all my wonderful suggestions, let's go out, let's go forth, take these free Pokemon into ranked, and you know, really start to dominate some kids, because it is a really good Pokemon. These are all Pokemon that are going to do incredibly well in the ranked environment right now. I think like they all have a pretty good place, and they're all really strong by themselves and with teams. So, you know, go have some fun, learn how these Pokemon work, come back, let me know what you think. Are you already using this Pokemon? Like, is this something that you want to see more often? Okay, of course, let me know. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Okay, cheers, peace.